After founding the state, Bhutan faced a big challenge when Zhabdrung Rinpoche, the leader who started it all, decided to go into a long secret retreat in 1651. He did this because he believed it would help prevent future wars, as advised by prophecies and divine advice. His retreat took place in Punakha, where Rinpoche unexpectedly passed away. However, only a few people knew he had died, and they kept it a secret to keep the country stable. During this secretive time, Rinpoche had given two trusted people, Desi Tenzin Druggyal and Drung Damcho Gyaltsen, the job to look after the country and the spiritual community. Over time, the way they split the management of the country into two parts, civil and monastic, became a permanent setup, which would later cause a lot of political troubles. As time went on without Rinpoche, people started feeling his absence more and more. The leaders who took over, called Desis, tried their best to manage the country's growing needs without their spiritual leader. A young prince named Gyaltse Tenzin Rabgye came into the picture, hoping to fill Rinpoche's big shoes. He tried hard to prove he could lead well, but the secret of Rinpoche's death made things very complicated and led to a lot of plotting and distrust. When Gyaltse Tenzin Rabgye passed away, another leader, Desi Gedun Chupel, took over. He tried to solidify his authority by placing a young heiress in power, but her sudden death threw his plans into disarray and intensified the state's instability. This left the country on the edge of breaking apart as different groups fought over who should be the true leader, claiming to follow Rinpoche's spiritual legacy. Desi Mingyur Tempa later tried to fix these rifts and bring some calm, but the country was still very unstable, with a lot of power plays and short-lived leaders. Battles for power kept happening as everyone wanted to control the country, using Rinpoche's supposed reincarnations as their claim to the throne. The spiritual leaders, thought to be reincarnations of Rinpoche, often just served as symbols. They didn't hold real power, which was mostly in the hands of other strong leaders. The political landscape of Bhutan resembled a chessboard, with powerful regional leaders manipulating their influence, further fracturing the state's unity. The seats of power founded by Zhabdrung Rinpoche in order to unify the country became the basis of shrinking the state and dividing the country. It was not until the emergence of Trongsa Penlop Jigme Namgyal that a new era began in Bhutan. His rise to power marked a significant turning point, reducing the internal strife that had plagued the kingdom for nearly 2 centuries, which will be a whole another story.